happening, YouTube? This is Lumari here, bringing you what is round 1 of the Nugget Bridge Major in my flight. So my opponent today will be EveeLi, another user of Nugget Bridge, and we'll just set the music just to probably, I think, music 21. I think that's the best soundtrack in the game, in my opinion. And we'll start the battle now. So for those of, yes, sorry, a bit caught off guard. So yeah, I'll be using a my team is fairly similar to what I've been using in most of my videos lately. For those of you who don't know, the Nugget Bridge Major is actually a pretty big VGC tournament run by Nugget Bridge, which is online, and it goes for a long period of time. I think this time around there's over 1,000 players, so very popular tournament. My opponent's team will consist of Landorus-Therian, Zapdos, Amoonguss, Suicune, and Scrafty. So very interesting team to go up against. I'm definitely going to be careful against it though. It's my team, will, as you can see on screen, will consist of Melodic, Landorus-T, EveeLi, Heatran, Kangaskhan, and my own Zapdos. So, okay, I've got to play this very carefully. I've not decided yet whether or not I'll break this up into 3 separate videos or 1 separate video, but I think this I'm leaning towards the 3 separate video approach. So, okay, I think we will lead off with Melodic. Purely based on the fact that if he leads with Scrafty, I can get a really good. If he leads with Melodic, I can get a really good boost from that. I mean, sorry, if I lead with Melodic and he leads with Scrafty, he can get I can benefit from that. I'm gonna lead off with EveeLi as well. Zapdos and Kangaskhan in the back, I think. Now, yeah, okay. I think next few matches I'm gonna see what is, whether or not Heatran and whatnot are beneficial. Heatran, Landorus-T are beneficial to me. So it's definitely, Metagross is definitely gonna be his Mega. So, my leads, what are his leads? Okay, he leads Zapdos, Suicune. So it's pressure. So dual pressure lead. Not a lot of people seem to pay attention to the fact that such a lead would actually stall out a lot of PP, especially their dual. This is a combination of 2 pressure Pokemon. Okay, so I believe what I want to do here is go for the Mirror Coat, expecting Zapdos to attack my Melodic, and I want to go for a Fake Out onto the Suicune, assuming that Suicune is the Tailwind Pokemon on this team. So we've got another 2 games to figure it out. With, should Zapdos be the Tailwind user on his team? Okay, so he goes to the Heat Wave. So it's interesting, it's good information to know he's got Heat Wave. So he's Mirror Coat, but it won't do a lot. Okay. At this stage, what I want to go for is I really want to take care of this Suicune. So, I don't know how I'm best to achieve that though, with this lead matchup. So, I may have put myself in a bit of disadvantage with this lead. I think what I'll do this turn is I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump. I'm guessing, yeah. I'm going to Hydro Pump and knock off onto the Suicune. Yeah, so Hydro Pump knock off on the Suicune, and yeah, as I suspected, he's going to withdraw a Zapdos, as I was thinking to myself. So, he put, yeah, in comes Scrafty. So, what item is this holding? It's definitely holding a Citrus Berry, so it definitely looks like a Tailwind variant. And Scrafty looks like it's, yeah, Scrafty looks like it's a Moxie user. Wow, okay. In this case, what I want to do is I'm going to withdraw my own Zapdos and go for... sorry, I'm going to... Yeah, wrong Pokemon to switch out. I'm going to Scold the Scrafty and switch out into my own Zapdos. So this game one, we learned that Suicune is definitely the Tailwind user on his team, which is good information. So I guess the fake out onto Zapdos, that isn't too bad. But it instantly decides to Scold the Melodic slot, probably trying to go for the burn, I imagine. But we do get some good damage off onto the Scrafty. We will probably go for another Scold onto the Scrafty, and we're going to protect this turn on Zapdos just to stall out the Tailwind. Interesting to see what he will do. His withdrawal Suicune goes back into his Zapdos. Okay. And Scrafty goes to Detect. Okay. So that's a very good play on my opponent's end. He predicted my Protect well. The next best thing we can do is just go for the... He may double up into the Melodic slot. That's what I'm feeling at the moment. And for that to... Zapdos is definitely going to go first in any scenario we look at. So I'm going to go straight for a Mirror Coat in this scenario. Because Zapdos will have to go before Scrafty. And if Scrafty will decide to go for a knockoff, then Scrafty would be the worst for wear. Although he could just attack my Zapdos with Hidden Power Ice. So that's also another possibility as well. I think the safe play is to go for Hydro Pump. So we'll go for Hydro Pump. Because I want to do as much damage to that Zapdos as possible. And if I miss, it's a better play overall than Mirror Coat. And he learnt first turn that I had Mirror Coat, so... I think at this stage I want to T-Bolt the... I want to T-Bolt that Zapdos as well, so we're going to go for that play. We're going to double up on the Zapdos. Okay, so he does indeed go for that Hidden Power Ice. He goes to Drain Punch on the Melodic slot. Okay, so if I hit both attacks, I should stand a good chance of knocking out Zapdos this turn. Unfortunately I miss, but his Tailwind does run out, which is very fortunate for me. So, at this stage I need to conserve Zapdos. So we're going to go for Scold, because I do believe Scold at this range should take care of, or should I just go for the Hydro Pump? I just missed with a Hydro Pump, which is annoying. Okay, we're going to go for a Hydro Pump. And I'm going to protect with Zapdos this turn. Or what I could do is I could go for a Tailwind of my own. Okay, we will protect this turn. And I think next turn I want to go for Tailwind depending on the outcome. So I do hit my Hydro Pump this time. And I do knock out the Zapdos, which is good for me. Okay, interesting. So he did indeed try to double in on Zapdos. So his next poke will be I wonder if he'll go back out in Suicune. Always a possibility. Okay, so he does indeed go into Suicune. So what I'm going to do this turn is I'm going to go straight for the Scold onto Scrafty and Tailwind, predicting my opponent to indeed set up his own Tailwind. Or Protect. So if he does either of those plays, I can get a free Tailwind up, so we'll go for that play. Yeah, okay, as predicted, he does indeed go for Protect. So this is a very good turn for me. I get my Tailwind up. And Melodic will get the Scold off. It'd be nice if I could get a burn, but I don't unfortunately get that burn. Drain Punch will take me out. With a crit no less. I don't know if it would have mattered at this range though. But unfortunately that Scrafty becomes threatening with a Moxie boost, thus confirming it is indeed Moxie Scrafty. So at this stage we're going to go into... Okay, we're going to go into the Weavile. And we're going to knock off the Suicune slot. Oh no, we did that before. I think the better play in this scenario is to Icy Winds to maintain my advantage in Tailwind, because he's probably going to set up his Tailwind. So I'm going to Icy Winds both his Pokemon, and he could very well Protect with Scrafty, or Detect rather. But at this stage, I've already knocked off Suicune, so I think the better play here is to go for Low Kick. Okay, so he does indeed go for Detect. But Icy Wind will slow down his Suicune in the Tailwind War. Instantly, it chooses to continue attacking Melodic. But fortunately for my opponent, he does get a burn, so that's put me on a timer. At this stage, I want to get rid of the Scrafty. Definitely want to get rid of the Scrafty, so thinking Hydro Pump onto the Scrafty and Low Kick as well. Or he could predict that. He could be predicting that, so because he could have a Mungus in the back as well. But then again, I'm probably have his Mega. What we're going to do in this case is go for the Hydro Pump onto the Scrafty slot and also use Low Kick or Knock Off. It's a very tough call to make. It's taking me a while to make it as well. Okay. I'm going to predict that he may want to switch in, knowing that I may try to Icy Wind and that sort of thing, lower his speed. And we're going to Low Kick the Scrafty slot as well. Okay, I don't know if this will do enough to take out Scrafty though, unfortunately. Oh, it does. Okay, excellent. So my opponent is now permanently at -1 with his Suicune. For whatever reason, his Scold just failed. Okay, so he brought in Terrakion. Okay. So, interesting choice. We are going to... I think Terrakion may have the game sealed up for him, actually. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go for the Scold onto the Terrakion slot. Although at this stage it won't matter because he's probably going to finish me off with Rock Slide. So we will Scold the Terrakion slot. And I believe this turn what I want to do is... but I am still faster than his Terrakion actually because I got my Trick Room up. I mean, sorry, my Tailwind. I don't know why I said Trick Room. We will go for the Icy Wind again in that case. And we will go for Low Kick. So this is good. So Terrakion will definitely be slower when Trick Room runs out. And this is more of an insurance play for me personally because I know I can take out that Suicune in the end anyway. So when I come in, my Kangaskhan will be faster than that Terrakion. I am running an Adamant Kangaskhan. Oh wow, but he goes to Tailwind. Okay. Alright, so my Tailwind runs out. Okay, so that was a better play for my opponent to keep count on the Tailwind turns. Something I definitely should have considered. But what I'm going to definitely do is go for the Sucker Punch. Because at that range, Terrakion won't be able to handle anything. So it's fortunate that I do run Sucker Punch on this Kangaskhan. That's my only saving grace. Now he could indeed predict that and have Quick Guard possibly or Protect. But at this stage, it's all my only play. Okay, so Terrakion does indeed have the Quick Guard. So yeah, I think what my opponent's probably going to do is just scold me out. But what we could do is we could just Low Kick. Because he's probably going to predict a second attempt at Sucker Punch. Excellent. Okay, I caught him out on that play. I caught him out. That's good. So, Suicune will go for Scold. I don't know if it's going to get... Hopefully it doesn't get the burn. Okay, it doesn't. But I'm curious as to whether or not I can get... he's in Sucker Punch KO range. At this stage, I'm forced to go for Sucker Punch because he's got the Tailwind up. So go for Scold. I don't think it'll knock me out. And this time his Tailwind peters out. So it looks like this game will belong to me. And yeah, so that was a very close game. A very good first game in this best of 3 set against my opponent. Definitely a lot of plays are made. Some misplays are made, but thankfully, you know, there were some answers for some very tight situations. So yeah, I think it came down to the fact that I predicted my opponent to go for another Quick Guard, which was a very smart adjustment to make to just go for the KO on Terrakion. And it teaches me to pay more attention to my counting my Tailwind turns. So thank you for watching this vid, and match 2 will go up probably tomorrow. So, and obviously I'm going to play match 2 right after this. So, thanks again for watching, guys, and on to round 2.